Welcome to another episode of The Other Side. I'm your host, Wesley.
I'm Will.
And today we're at Devil's Tower to discuss a movie that has been parodied, copied, imitated several times, even gave us the term Spielberg Alien, Close Encounters of the Third Kind, which of course ends at Devil's Tower. We are on the back side of the tower where the landing pad was supposed to be, and as you can see, there's no landing pad, but that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about the movie.
Close Encounters came out in 1977, starring Richard Dreyfuss and Terry Garr. And the premise of it is Richard Dreyfuss' character's out. He's an electrician. Power goes out in the city. He's kind of hanging out. UFOs show up.
This is nuts.
And at that moment, he has, I guess you could say, kind of a close encounter. The ship beams information, I guess, into his head. He gets sunburned, and he becomes obsessed with Devil's Tower. But he lives in Ohio, and Devil's Tower is here in Wyoming. Even though the coordinates that they're given in the movie, when they realize that the UFO is giving lots of people coordinates to all congregate to a certain area, actually the coordinates are in Colorado somewhere. But they end up here at Devil's Tower, climbing the ridge to the left. More people that start congregating towards Devil's Tower. The government gets involved. They're trying to keep people away. So they gas these cows so that they think there's a disease to keep people away. And it was a great representation of the UFO, mythology at the time of the 1970s. It's also one of the first times that you get to see the aliens that really resembled the Greys, except these aliens actually had eyeballs instead of the black.
Which is where the term Spielberg alien come from. A lot of people believe that the close encounters that people claim to have in real life is really just kind of a subliminal memory of that movie, because Spielberg gave us the first look at that type of alien, and that maybe the impact of that movie was so great, that's what people think they see when they think they see aliens.
And this movie made tons of money for Spielberg, which led him to move on into the 1982 with E.T.
Got great acting by Richard Dreyfuss, and the scene when he's making Devil's Tower out of the mashed potatoes, I still find funny to this day.
He builds the Devil's Tower in his living room because he's obsessed with the imagery. And the climax of the movie is once they get to Devil's Tower, all the UFOs show up. A humongous mothership that's like twice the size of Devil's Tower. And yeah, check it out. Great film.
Yes, it is. Very good film.
So that's The Other Side. I'm gonna go meet up with the aliens.
What?
Dude, they're gonna come back someday. I'm gonna be waiting. This is The Other Side. We're out.
I'm leaving you.
I'll be back someday. They'll bring me back.
Let's go.